All right, hold up. Everyone calm down for a second. I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably looking at this video and thinking, Squid, what kind of tomfuckery is this? This has got to be cap, right? No way you would say this. I have genuinely no idea what the thumbnail or the title is going to be. But basically, you're seeing that I'm talking positive about even Sword Art Online. You're thinking, what the heck is going on with Squid? No way this is the real Squid. Well, I'm going to explain myself. Yes, 4 out of my last 5 videos have been, I would say, positive. One of them was me shitting on Webtoons anime. You know, I gotta do it. It's like my holy war, my holy crusade. But the thing is, everything has to be balanced, right? I've said this since day one. Everything has to have balance, especially in the channel. And so for everything good you talk about, you got to talk about something bad. That's just how life works, babe. If you just talk about bad things, eventually some other channel will pop up that only talks about good things. So you got to bring balance to yourself, right? We don't need to talk about that anymore. However, the reason we need to talk about so much good now is to prepare for the shitstorm that is about to come. And, that's all I can really say is a warning of buckle the fuck up, because Squid is about to go off harder than he ever has before. So, anyways, what is this video about? Yeah, it's not clickbait. I'm not joking. It's about Sword Art Online. Specifically, why I think, or no, not why I think. I'm SquidTheCynic. I gotta talk in absolutes here, babe. Why I know that Sword Art Online is the greatest comeback story in all of anime. There's no doubt that we've all seen Sword Art Online, right? We all know what Sword Art Online is, but I kind of feel like we've forgotten, especially at this point, because it's been so many years, we've forgotten where Sword Art Online, where we really were at the time when Sword Art Online came out. It was one of the earlier examples of the sort of dive MMO genre. It was a video game isekai. I'm not saying it was new, I'm not saying it innovated very much, but it was new enough and it was exciting enough. Now, here's the problem. Sword Art Online was dog shit. I'm going to just say that all you people out there who say, well, the first arc of the first season was still pretty good. No, it was dog shit. SAO season 1 was bad. Gun Gale Online was bad. It was terrible. SAO seasons 1 and 2 were bad. I don't care what you say. Nothing about them was good. They were a fucking mess. The pacing was all over the place. The characters were not consistent. They didn't make any sense. That being said, what it did do was lay a groundwork of just interesting shit. It set up enough interesting stuff that later on there was a lot to rely upon, right? I would say at this point we've gotten pretty spoiled with isekais, but back then there was not nearly as many isekais going around, and especially not many that, I'm not going to say were bold enough to have this, but like the real death, the real imminent danger for characters was pretty different. I don't remember a lot at the time that was doing things like SAO was. Now, obviously, it was anime. There were still tons of things wrong with it. Tons of tropes that's like, why the fuck did this exist? Why in the world did Kirito go to try and save someone as like a child who's been atrophying for years? Why did he go try and fight a normal fit adult? I don't know. Things in the original SAO were completely fucking nuts. Why am I telling you all this, right? Everyone knows this, right? Right? Everyone knows. SAO, Gun Gale Online, all that shit was terrible. I would say Sword Art Online is probably the single most hated anime on the planet. That could be wrong. There might be some data that I could look at, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to say that colloquially, Sword Art Online is the most hated anime ever, which I think, personally, makes what Sword Art Online is today about 100 times more impressive. Where Sword Art Online has managed to go from its, I'm going to just say, I don't want to say bottom of the barrel, because there certainly were worse anime that existed, but Sword Art Online went from basically the lowest low to being at like the highest high. Now, I'll be honest, I still don't actually know how to say the word. I think it's Alicization. I'm pretty sure is Sword Art Online Alicization. The thing is, I never called it that. I had a friend who was really into Sword Art Online, and he always said actualization. That's how he always said it to me. But yeah, no, that just stuck with me. I think it's Alicization, though. I'm going to be saying Alicization for this video. If I have to say it again, I'm sorry, I think. And here's the thing. I am the objective voice of truth, right? Everything I say is correct, and I am a legend. So, when I tell you that Alicization is Probably one of the better anime series to come out in a while. That shit should mean something. It's genuinely good. Like, I don't consider myself a hater of any series. I think if I hate a series, it's justified. But I was pretty much a Sword Art Online hater. I had written it off. I didn't like anything Sword Art Online had done previously. And even though it took almost a decade, because I think Sword Art Online came out in 2012 or 13, it's taken a long time for it to finally hit its stride. But like, holy fuck, it's actually good. I still remember that for me, the serious turning point where I decided, I think I'm a fan of this. I think this has overwritten my hatred in the past. And that was, I still remember the episode name. It was episode 10 of Alicization. It was called Taboo Index. And I just remember seeing this episode and thinking, wow, they actually, this anime feels like it has stakes. This feels serious. This feels engaging. And I remember just thinking, you know what? Fuck it. We a fan now. Like everything, let's let bygones be bygones. The past is the past. So there you go. That's why I am going as far as saying that I think Sword Art Online is without a doubt anime's biggest and best comeback story. Maybe that's what the title of the video will be. But I don't really know. I wanted to make a video talking about Sword Art Online for so long, and I could never really pin it down, right? Like, do I just make a actual review? Do I talk about the bad parts of Sword Art Online? Do I talk about I just could never really nail down exactly what kind of video to make. And then I decided, let's just make a video talking about how it's such a good comeback story. It's super sick. Anyways, I'm leaving now. I will be back the day after tomorrow with a video about My Hero Academia. And if you would like to watch that, please do. I don't know. I maybe watch it. It's pretty cool, I think.